Life is going to life. Good people will die, bad things are going to happen. Stress, setbacks, hard days, they're all part of being human. But resilience is the difference between feeling stuck and finding a way forward. Now, resilience isn't about avoiding stress or never experiencing it in the first place. It's about learning how to bounce back stronger. So how do you build it? I actually see a lot of Instagram quotes and posts that are denouncing the concept of resilience. One I saw recently read, "I dream of never being called resilient again in my life. I'm exhausted by strength. I want support. I want softness. I want ease. I want to be amongst kin. I don't want to be patted on the back for how well I take a hit or how many." So just by that example alone, I get it. People are exhausted by the concept of resilient or being resilient. The concept has become very nuanced. The constant demand to be resilient, especially in a world with so much going on, globally, systemically, personally, it's given us this perception that the term sometimes implies an obligation to endure hardship rather than actually addressing the systemic or situational causes of stress. And under that guise, it's then misunderstood for toughing it out instead of actively cultivating the tools to grow from the challenges we experience, because we're going to experience them. And so no wonder it then leads us to feelings of being unsupported, invalidated, especially when resilience is framed as it's your responsibility without any acknowledgement of external factors, or that it's your only trait, that you're the resilient one. What I've learned from so many hard times, events, and situations that I've experienced is that resilience is actually an invaluable skill, and you need to develop it. It helps you build optimism. It helps you practice self-care. It allows you to develop strong social connections and relationships. It allows you to be adaptable and flexible. And each one of those helps you get through the tough shit. Because again, it's going to happen. It's going to allow you to see the opportunities out of the really difficult times in your life. It allows you to create a total and holistic approach to your well-being, and it fosters your self-awareness. Resilience actually starts with awareness, like a lot of things. Knowing your triggers and recognizing when stress is creeping in. And of course, stress can be very sneaky in the many areas of our lives and almost imperceptible until suddenly we're constantly overwhelmed. At work, maybe you notice tension building during tight deadlines or after getting feedback that you really didn't love to get, or you catch yourself clenching your jaw, snapping at others, or replaying the situation endlessly in your mind. And maybe at home, it's creeping in during conflicts with your loved ones, the people that you love the most. Maybe you have a tight chest, a sharp tone, or the urge to just shut down completely in your interactions. And then financial pressures can trigger racing thoughts or a knot in your stomach or the avoidance of looking at bills altogether. Not paying a bill that you do have the money for because why? Why are you not paying it? When I used to do that, it would make me so mad at myself. And then I really started digging into the scarcity mindset that I had. And of course, I'm still working through. And socially, you might feel judged or overcommitted. And that's bringing on sweaty palms and second guessing yourself, or even the need to withdraw completely. And then the monotony of our daily life, simple things like being in traffic or an overloaded schedule or something that someone says that you're interpreting in 1,000 different ways from the actual truth or intention of it. That all leads to frustration, scattered thoughts, and irritability. Now, recognizing these tripwires as early warning signs, whether it's a physical reaction like tension or an emotional pattern like self-doubt, is the first step in creating that awareness that will allow you to take control of how you respond to stress. By noticing these moments, you open the door to using tools and practices to reset and feel more grounded. From there, it's about creating a daily practice to regulate your nervous system. And that might look like breath work or journaling or even setting boundaries around your personal time. The idea is to bring your body back your body and mind back to center, back to balance, from like that heightened state of arousal of stress back into something more calm and pragmatic. Self-care is another huge piece to resilience. And it's not just bubble baths, it's actually making choices that move the needle and align with your well-being, like saying no to something that drains you or prioritizing rest. And you can listen and watch the episode where I talk about how the concept of self-care can actually be really challenging to get started in the first place and how to stay consistent. And I'll link that in the show notes below. When we prioritize rest, nourishing food, regular exercise, and joy, and making the time for activities that recharge you so that you have the energy to bounce back when life gets tough. Supportive relationships are also a cornerstone of resilience. I want you to surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. And don't hesitate to lean on them during tough times. Like, you do not have to do it alone. Strong connections will provide you with a sense of safety and shared understanding, making challenges feel way more manageable. And I really want you to evaluate who you have in your inner circle. And finally, resilience grows when you trust yourself to handle the challenges. Each time you face stress and come out stronger, you're building a deeper sense of self-belief. So here's what I want you to remember. Resilience isn't about avoiding stress. It's about building the tools, the habits, and the mindset to navigate it with strength and grace. I want you to start small, build awareness, and add one daily practice to help regulate your nervous system. Say no when you need to. And remind yourself that every step of the way you are capable of handling far more than you think. Now, if this resonated with you, I would love for you to subscribe and like this video. I'd also love to know which of these tips you're going to start implementing in developing your own resilience. Let's cheer each other on. I'm so grateful for you to be listening or watching this. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, breathe it in, be deliberate, and please be good to yourself.